What are the first things you would do if you suddenly became a billionaire? Well, chances are that list would have private jets, as what's better than having the facility to fly privately, and most importantly, whenever you want. It's one of the best things you could ever have. Today, we will be talking about the 5 most expensive private jets in the world. Like I said in the beginning, private jets are an amazing thing, but like all products in the world, they come in different sizes and qualities. Hence, you could find really cheap ones and super expensive ones. You must be wondering, how expensive can they be? Well, you are in luck because we will be discussing exactly that. Without further ado, let us begin. The primary role of a private jet is to transport a relatively small amount of people compared to normal commercial planes. However, it is usually sought out for the privacy it gives you and the ease of traveling it provides. Many people use it when they frequently travel due to business meetings, etc. Some use it mainly for parties. It has a rather diverse market to buy. Keeping that in mind, the 5th most expensive private jet in the world has to be the Boeing 767-33A ER. Popularly known as the Bandit, it is a popular choice amongst millionaires, mostly due to its extravagant features and its comparatively low price point. It costs an impressive $120 to $150 million, which might seem like a lot, but when you are done with the rest of the planes on this list, you will find that it is indeed quite cheap. And don't think that just because it's ranked number 5 on our list, that it is in some way bad. It is still one of the most sought-after private jets out there. There is a reason popular billionaire Roman Abramovich, who was famously known as the owner of Chelsea, a football club, owns the plane. Now, what does the jet offer in exchange for $150 million? Well, for starters, the plane has the size to accommodate 300 people, so it was perfect for people like Abramovich, who could lend the plane to handle any transport for his team. And that's not all, as you will find that the plane also hosts a huge dining room that can offer dining to 30 people at a time. However, the real money is spent on the lavish interior inside. It is decorated with a beautiful combo of chestnut and gold, which really gives the plane a luxurious feel. And if you think that is not enough to justify the $150 million spent, this plane also has an anti-missile system. So I'm not kidding when I say this plane is one of the best value-for-money private jets out there. Number 4, the Boeing 747-400. Next, we have another Boeing. This is an upgrade to the previous model, as it is not only better, it is also way bigger. The Boeing 747-200 has the capability to handle a staggering 400 people in it, unlike the 300 people that the previous model could manage. And it was planned to be a commercial plane. However, one day in 2003, a Saudi prince by the name of Al-Walid bin Talal decided that he wanted to buy the plane. Afterward, it got converted into a private jet and has hence entered this list. After buying the plane, he converted and customized the plane according to his own needs and desires, and in the end, had a beautiful plane he could call his own private jet. After the customization, the 400-seat commercial plane was now a private jet with 2 huge bedrooms and a dining room fit to accommodate a ton of people. But the most lavish customization has to be the throne in the middle of the plane, which signified the leadership and elite status of the prince. The plane was so big that it needed several staff and workers to keep it in a pleasant, updated environment according to the wishes of the prince. After all these features, you must be wondering now exactly how much does this cost? Well, the total amounts to a staggering $220 million. This is not just a private jet, it was a royal private jet. Number 3, the Boeing 747-430. We are in the top 3 people, and just like the previous one, we have another Boeing 747. However, the difference is that this one is owned by the Sultan of Brunei, who, by the way, is insanely rich. The other difference is that it is more expensive than the previous 747. This one amounts to about $233 million, which, to be honest, is not that big of a jump compared to the last one, but still puts it at number 3 on our list. As you can imagine, nothing is that much different compared to the previous model, other than the fact that it has slightly different decor and detailing. Gold details engulf the plane, which gives a rather rich and luxurious feel to this plane as well. Moreover, it also has a bedroom, a living room, and various other rooms which are useful to accommodate guests and friends. It is so luxurious that the wash basins in this private jet are made of solid gold. No wonder it comes in number 3 at our list as the most expensive private jets to ever be flown. Number 2. Enough talk of Boeing's. Next comes their arch rival in the airplane business, Airbus. It's the Airbus A340-300. When we are talking about the most expensive private jets, we have to include the Airbus A340-300. This one became a private jet when the Russian billionaire by the name of Alisher Ashmanov purchased it. However, ever since his acquisition of the plane, it has been more commonly known as Borkan. The plane has undergone a lot of changes, even since it came under the possession of Ashmanov, which includes a wide variety of interior decorations and the implementation of technology into this relatively old airplane. It also has a distinct brown and white exterior, which makes it stand out from the rest of the airplanes whenever it is on the runway. Like the exterior, its interior also runs in shades of brown and white and gives out a really cozy and welcoming vibe. Moreover, it is so huge that no wonder the interior design costs so much to complete. To put it into context, it is the largest private jet in Russia, even when compared with the most powerful man in the country, President Putin, whose plane is quite smaller than Ashmanov's. Due to the sheer size and extensive detailing and renovation, it comes as no surprise that the private jet is worth upwards of $350 to $500 million. Now that is crazy money, and that is why only a few people can afford to buy this plane. And finally, folks, we have the most expensive private jet in the entire world, the Airbus A380. Remember Prince Al-Walid bin Talal, the person who owned the Boeing 747-400? Well, I guess he really loves his private jets because, as it turns out, he owns this one too. And while it could be argued that the 747-400, despite being an amazing plane, was not used to its max potential, it was sure that the prince did not pull his punches with this one. The Airbus A380 is already a mammoth of an airplane and is widely known as the most expensive commercial plane out there. Imagine buying that plane, customizing it so luxuriously that people start calling it the Flying Palace. Various accounts claim that the private jet is equipped with a performance hall, a Turkish bath, garage for a Rolls-Royce, and even a prayer area with computerized mats that rotate to face Mecca. This, along with a widely decorated interior, gives an exquisite yet cozy feel to the plane. Isn't that amazing? It will be like your own palace in the air. So with all these luxuries, you might think that the private jet must cost a lot. Well, you're correct, as many reports claim that the plane costs a staggering $500 million. However, it is safe to say every penny is earned back when you fly this thing. It is so good that you won't even want to step outside after you've traveled in it. I hope that answers your questions regarding the 5 most expensive private jets in the world. I think we have covered everything, but if you have any more questions in mind, do let us know in the comments down below. We value the feedback from you, so do not hesitate to reach out to us. With that said, I'll end the video here. I hope you enjoyed it. If you did, let us know by pressing that like button and subscribe button. If you haven't done so already, subscribe to the channel, and I'll see you in the next video.